control so-called Messiah. All right. This one too. You ain't never seen.
I know about all this.
Okay, now
Y'all need to get my number.
I want to show you something. Watch this now. I'm saying how we develop this right in the last days. The Lord said this is going to come out. Who did this to you?
You're coming down.
It's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. I'll read verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, right? Because we like, man, got some deceptions and stuff going on. Why people believe in this? People believe in this. Listen to this. Or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by the letter as from us, right? The Bible. As that the day of Christ is at hand, right? Because if you don't know it now, this government is shut down right now. And you see how everybody
I don't
just
believe in none of that,
mind?
man. I don't believe in none of that.
It's about to happen.
Look, I
Give
don't
me
believe.
St. Edges 15 and 1. Who?
What's your nationality according to
Man, I believe in the Kabbalah.
What is that? What is that?
That's the copyright. It's the tree of life.
True taught you that?
This tell us who we in with. We got.
Who taught you that?
I already know about this. But y'all on the good path, man.
Actually, hold on. I want you to leave now. You say you on Capricorn.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta serve.
You gotta go who?
I gotta go.
Okay. What is your nationality according to the Bible? What does God call you? Because God created 19 nations, right?
Yeah.
So what the so-called white man call you today? What the other nations, or what do we call each other? Niggas, blacks. Do you not know that's a proverb and a byword?
Yeah.
All right, give me that in Deuteronomy 28. Now, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15 first. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. Listen to this, bro. Listen to this real quick. But it shall come to pass. It gonna come to pass, man. It's gonna eventually happen. Right? That if thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments. All his commandments. If this Deuteronomy 28 is to let you know that if you don't listen and keep God's commandments, go ahead. What's wrong? All right. And statutes which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake you. Curses gonna come on you and overtake you. All right. Give me the proverb about it. Because you just said they call us niggas, coons, everything but the child of God, right? Everything that who God actually called you to be.
They call me by my first name, but I'm just saying I had to, you know what I'm saying, say nigga.
Right. Check out Deuteronomy 28, 38. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. When the Lord shall lead thee. Now, how did us as so-called blacks get to the name?
I can't.
They brought us here.
They brought us here,
They
right?
brought us here. They stole us and brought us here.
Right. Did you not know that was in the Bible?
No, I didn't, but I know that they stole us.
All right, check this out. Get Deuteronomy 28. Check this out, sister, real quick.
You should try.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Egypt. Now, check this out. Are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade? Like you just said,
I have never seen it like a map like y'all have.
But you familiar that the so-called blacks was brought over here in slavery by slave ships, right?
Hey, where you at? Come, I'm at Mike's shop. Where you finna go? All right, bet. All right. Okay, what now?
All right, you said you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade, right?
Right.
You just said the so-called blacks was brought here by slave ships, right?
Right.
Read that one more time. All right, I want you to catch
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
When we was in Egypt the first time, what was our position?
We were kings and queens.
No. The so-called Israelites, we was on the bottom.
Okay,
we
well,
was
the
in slavery.
Israelites,
Yes, we
right.
was slavery. We was in slavery the first time we was in Egypt, right? He just said he gonna bring you back into Egypt again with ships.
Continue that out.
All right. Again with ships, by the whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
All right. Now he said you should see it no more again. Now where you from, sister? Well, where they say you from?
They say I'm from Africa.
All right. Have you seen your homeland Africa again?
No, my
All right.
mother's there. She's in South Africa, but
All
I
right.
haven't seen it. And she told me that they lied to us.
Now check this out. Check this out real quick. Now they say Africa is the motherland, right?
Right.
All right. Well, check this out.
This is Galatians chapter 4 and 26. But Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. All right, because if you know our history, we fled into Africa, fleeing from the Romans' persecution. All right, God said, hey, y'all, when Moses parted the Red Sea and they fled into Egypt, that was us. Are you familiar with that history?
Yeah.
All right, read that again.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free,
It's free.
which is the mother of us all.
The mother of us all. All right, Israel came from Jerusalem. We fled to Egypt, fleeing from Romans' persecution, and the Lord said one of the curses. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
All right. This book of Deuteronomy 28, chapter 15.
Actually, read 15 and 16.
But
Because
it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments,
all His commandments.
which and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Uh-huh.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now hold up. Is a curse a bad thing or a good thing?
I mean, it should be either.
But okay, we're gonna keep it in context. If I curse you, am I doing good to you or am I doing bad to you?
Bad.
All right. God said, if y'all don't keep my commandments, I'm gonna curse you. All right. Check out some of the curses.
All right. Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
All right. Pause. Now, if you look at us so-called blacks, are we not cursed in the city?
Yeah.
All right. The white man over us.
Yeah.
And we in the slums in the ghetto.
Yeah.
All right. Keep going.
All right. And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now, when they brought us over here, was we not cursed in the field?
Yeah.
All right. Now, these are curses pertaining to who?
And where you just read that out of? Where it
Deuteronomy. This
says?
is the book of Deuteronomy.
Okay, okay.
All right. Deuteronomy 28. All right. Keep going.
Cursed shalt thou basket. Cursed shalt thou be thy basket and thy store.
Now he said, "Curse shall I be in the basket in the store," because do we own these stores?
No.
Who own these foreigners, right?
Right.
The so-called
Came over here.
yes, the so-called Islam, Chinese,
right, right,
Africans.
right,
They curse shall I be in the store in our basket, all right?
Right.
Because we don't own none of this stuff. Go ahead.
What do we say we are today? Like what you said we black, African American. What would you say? We're African American. You sure about that? No, we're not African American. Because that's what God calls us. He didn't call us African American. If you don't know or not, that was the name. The two last names come from white men. So the two white men have a black baby. We don't make sense. So how we African American? That don't make sense. We run around, we believe it. We've been talking. Everybody Sunday fasting, I teach you. All you're doing is take your money, give you your concert, cash out your money, go. Right. People walk into church every Sunday and walk out the same. How you gonna walk in? You don't feel the same. You still doing the same thing you're doing the other day.
Right.
But we are here to show y'all that y'all the actual Jews in the Bible, the Israelites. God showed the people.
Yeah, I believe that.
Give me Luke 1:68. Listen to this. Because we free. America's about to be destroyed. You just as good right here. You're in front of my face for no reason. God really didn't need it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
The white man?
Of
The
Israel.
Chinese man?
Of
The
Israel.
African man?
Of Israel. For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
No, the whole world.
His
I
people.
thought John 3:16 said the whole world will be saved.
His people.
Let's go.
And hath risen up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, right? As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we shall be saved.
We shall be what?
We shall be saved.
No, I thought the so-called black man supposed to get shut down all day. Don't be saved.
We shall be saved from our enemy.
From our who?
Our
Let me
enemy.
ask you a question. Who did this to us? Who did this to us? And who put us on that? Who got us on them
White
auction blocks?
people.
The so-called white man, right? Give me Exodus 21 and 16. Watch, listen to this. Because we don't know what's going on. We are asleep right here. That's why
Yeah,
we're in
very
dead
much
state.
so.
It's like it's gonna get bad. Y'all thought killing, y'all seen something. Listen to this.
All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 16. He that stealeth a man,
He that what?
stealeth a man.
How we get over here?
Okay.
Huh?
They stole us.
They stole her, right? Keep going.
He that stealeth a man and selleth him,
And what?
and selleth him.
What they doing right here on these auction blocks? Okay then, let's go.
Or if he be found in his hand,
And OPB what?
found in his hand.
Where are we today? In America still. We ain't been let go. We think we did.
Listen, you see your homeland again, right?
Right,
All right.
go.
He shall surely be put to death.
He shall be what?
Surely put to death.
So, if
No
you didn't know it
question
now,
about it.
every so-called white person is about to get ready to die. Give me Revelations 13 and 9. Listen to this, and this is what about to happen to them.
Mike.
They're putting us in slavery. Listen to this.
It's you.
All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
We don't listen to this. Come on.
He that leadeth into captivity,
He that what?
he that leadeth into captivity.
Now, he that leadeth into captivity. Who went into captivity first? The so-called black man or the white man? Okay, keep going.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go in captivity.
Right, so they finna be slaves. Time is ticking. Give me
I'm finna that.
All right,
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Didn't he come through slicing all Indian Americans? Well, Indians? Right, he came through killing them, right? And he shooting them down in the streets the same way. Keep going.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saint.
Right, so we waiting. We gonna keep the commandments. So we waiting to see the judgment of this white man. We waiting to see it. We want to see it. Don't you want to see it? Ain't he oppressing your people? Look how he got us. We don't own none of these stores. No business. Nothing. Give me Malachi 4:1. Because we always wonder, man, why we don't know nothing past slavery? But see, this is what happened. Read Malachi chapter 4.
Right. All right. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven.
Shall what?
Shall burn as an oven.
Right, this place gonna be set on fire. Keep going.
And all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, shall be stubble.
Right,
And the day that cometh shall burn them up,
right,
said the Lord of hosts.
right.
That in it shall leave there no more. I'm sorry. Said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, because you see all this, it's gonna be burnt. Burnt. We not right here for no reason. We two young men. We trying to teach y'all and tell y'all because y'all.
But
we know
y'all, the
pass
world
around.
knows.
We teaching the truth of the Bible. Now we gonna see if you love God. Watch
They
this.
don't care though. They don't care because they too busy
Alright, check
caught
this
up
out.
on
Check this out.
the world. Like, it's sad.
Now,
Y'all listen to this because
now, when you think about the definition of heritage, what would be our heritage today? The so-called black.
we don't have one, right?
We don't have one, right?
Chinese in order, white man in order,
Everybody
Africans in
but us.
order. But
Look, if you look at it, how do they portray us in the media?
Yeah,
Baby
and-
mamas, baby
yeah.
daddies, we clubbing,
Yeah.
we stealing, we robbing. They give us our own inheritance, right?
Yeah.
They tell us how we supposed to live, right?
Yeah.
But check this out, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
from what?
Thy inheritance
Right.
that I gave thee. I would cause thee to serve thy enemies.
Stop right there. What we doing right now? Don't you got a job that you work sun up to sundown? Then guess what? When you get your paycheck, who you give your money right back to? There you go. Keep going.
That's to serve thy enemies and the land which thou knowest not.
Which we what?
Thou knowest not.
That's all us right there.
Right,
Coming over here. We don't know this land. He brought us over here.
right.
Keep going.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger,
Right.
which shall burn forever.
Right, because we made the Lord mad. We still not keeping his commandments to this day. We still not. To this freaking day. Because we don't care about the Lord.
Right.
All right, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all believe that God loves everybody? Or do he
He
only
hated Esau
Esau? How you know that?
because I read it.
Where you read that at?
You right. And you pull it up, bro.
Read
He
that.
hated
Hey,
them.
all
Now, who
praise.
is Esau according to the
The
Bible?
white man.
So-called
There you
white
go.
man.
There
All
you go.
Now,
Cool.
if God hated Esau and he loved us, and we just read that the so-called white man has put us in captivity, he's going to slavery, right? So now, what does the Lord require of us for that judgment to happen?
Now that's the question for me.
All right, let me read it. I'm gonna go do my all right, because God, we came here for a judgment for breaking His commandments.
Right.
All right, the only because we were supposed to be on top.
Right.
We were supposed to be rulers of this
Right.
earth, all right?
Right.
But we are at a lower state because we chose not to keep God's commandments.
Right.
You
All right?
still won't do it.
All right, now check this out. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse 12. And now Israel, all right, because we are the true Jews of the Bible. We are the Israelites, all right? He said, and now Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? Now the Lord requires of some of us, all right? Now we're not supposed to just be out here just doing what we want to do, all right? Because I don't know if y'all know this, but when the sun falls, this is the Sabbath day. The Lord said you're supposed to rest on the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
Right.
All right, but the white man gave us Sunday to worship. The
Right,
white man
and
turned
that ain't
everything
even
upside down to
the
deceive
right,
us.
yeah.
All right, now check this out. It says, and now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God. Now, do you fear the Lord?
Yeah.
How do you fear him?
Yes. I fear him because he can do what he want to do.
He can do what he
You
wanna
better
do.
listen.
All right,
And
so
he-
how do you show God that you fear him?
I ain't gonna say that I do 100% because I don't, but I do my best to do what he asks of me.
Okay.
I say that.
I'm gonna keep going. To fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul. Now this is a very key point right here. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God. All right?
Yeah.
So give me the fear real quick.
Okay.
Because in order to fear him, we have to do certain things that he
Okay.
requires of us. All right.
Stay from y'all, but I gotta get back to work.
All right, man. You be safe.
Bye.
Hey, man, repent and keep the commandments, and you're an Israelite, man.
Yeah.
You're an Israelite.
I appreciate that little bit there.
Oh, yeah. All right.
But I gotta get back to the job, man. Yeah.
All right,
I
man.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir. This the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
That do his commandments. That's how you fear the Lord. If you do his commandments, that's how you show the Lord that you fear him.
Right.
All right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. Now, you say you love God, right?
Yeah.
All right, now, God, we just read that you have to fear God and keep his commandments, right? Now,
Right.
keeping his commandments means you have to apply what he's telling you to do so you can live forever, right?
Right.
And not be burned.
Right.
Listen to this. This is Deuteronomy 28, chapter 5. 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Now, Paul,
Pants and stuff.
there you go. See?
You
Smart.
already know.
Smart. Right.
So skirts and stuff on.
Right. Because if you think about it, who came up with the pants and the so-called white woman, right? Right. Now, if you ask yourself, well, I'm an Israelite woman, but she an Edomite, what am I doing trying to follow her? She gonna be killed.
Right.
Right. So you gotta get out of those.
All right, because again, when God created us, he created us upright. He created women to be modest and men to be dressed firm. You know what I'm saying? Pants were created for men. All right, check this. This is how God wants you to dress on a day-to-day basis. All right, because if you wearing tights and pants, the man, they see your curves, and they only gonna want one thing, right?
Right.
But if they don't see that, then all they have to worry about is what you look like and what's coming out your mouth,
That is
right?
something for the imagination.
Right. Check this out. This is how God wants you to, how he wants you to first
And like this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
adore yourself in modest apparel. Because when you walk around in a dress, that means you're modest. That means that your light shine within, all right?
Right.
Because a woman looks way more better in a dress than me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So God wants you to come out your pants. He said, well, modest dress. All right? Now, did you know, give me Acts 13. Acts 13.
13 verse 9. Shoot, 13. Then Saul.
9 verse 6. Because the judgment day is coming.
Right.
And it's certain things that we experience.
This book of Acts, chapter 3 and verse 19. Repent ye therefore and be converted.
Now, repenting means changing from your old ways.
Right, right.
Now that you heard the pants, now what you supposed to do?
Put me on a dress.
Put you on the dress. Right?
That your sins may be blotted out.
Now, because I don't know if you know that, but when pants is a sin according to God.
And it's an abomination too.
I didn't know that.
All right, give me First John. Look, you want to show God you love Him, right?
Right.
All right, check this out. This is give me that First John.
This is 1 John, chapter 3, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
That we keep His commandments.
Right.
Because we can't call on God. We can't shake His hand. We can't give Him a hug.
Right.
So God let us know, if you want to love me, you keep my commandments.
Right.
All right. And one of the commandments for a woman is to wear a modest dress,
Right.
to wear modest clothing.
Right.
All right. Because He just said that the so-called white man in the feminist movement, she wanted to be equal to the man.
Right.
All right. Did you know? Give me the order real quick. Do you have a boyfriend, husband, anything like that? You have a husband. Now check this out real quick. Are you listening to your husband?
No.
Do you feel like you're equal to your husband?
No.
You don't? Check this out how God wants it.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ, right?
And the head of every woman is man.
The head of every woman is a man,
Right.
And the head of Christ is God.
So the order is the Most High, Christ, man, then woman.
Right.
All right. So give me
Woo.
You see, your head already covered right now. You already keeping one commandment.
oh, you didn't know it. Anytime
I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered dishonor his head, right? Because our heads are uncovered. Because we can't have our head covered. You dishonor Christ. Now watch this. Alright. But every woman praying or prophesying, right? Because we're in the midst of prophecy right now. As long as you're discussing the Bible, you are in the midst of prophecy. Now watch this. But every woman that praying or prophesy with her head uncovered dishonor her head, right? So is your head uncovered? Right, it's covered.
You keeping it
Right.
right.
For that is even all one, as if she was a shaver, right? So you'll get a woman if you commandments of God.
Because you said a very key point that a lot of our people do not realize. You said God hates, right? And He hated the so-called white man, right? I'm gonna pull that real quick. A lot of us is thinking that God loves everybody, and that God died for everybody. But check this out. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. It said, "As it is written." Now, when some say "as it is written," meaning beforehand in the Old Testament, it was written somewhere, right? He said, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved." Now, Jacob is our forefather. All right, they tell us we come from the land of Ham or that we African or something like that. No, our forefather is Jacob, which name got changed to Israel. He had 12 kids, and we come from the tribe of Judah. We are the top tribe.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna start it over.
Lord's tribe, by the way.
Yes, but the
Okay.
Lord sprang out of Judah. Right, he can get that as well. He said, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." Now, why did the Lord hate Esau?
It's because of what they did to us.
Right.
Because they knew who we were.
Correct.
And they went against him and still did the shit they did.
I didn't ask you this. Do you go to church?
I did, but I stopped.
Why did you stop?
Because of what y'all just said. We're not supposed to go to church on Sunday anyway.
Correct.
And then it's fake.
Right.
They don't preach what they're supposed to really preach.
Right.
And it's a show.
Correct.
What is that built by? What is that built by hands? Ain't that an axe? The Lord don't.
Lord and temple.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
But
an axe.
you said, I'm sorry, you got me on my path. Now, this is what
Now,
that.
the devil get you out of your path when they don't like what they hear.
Correct.
Who?
That dude was gay. He just was looking at us talking about why God this and that, but you know how that goes.
Oh, well, I got some friends.
Because I was surely going to ask you about that part, too.
I got you.
Gay?
Yes.
I got you.
Because I got a brother love him to death, but he is. And I know that that ain't right, but I still want to know, you know, what God feels about it and what's going to happen to my brother.
This is a book of Leviticus. Chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind. As with womankind, it is an abomination.
Now, thou shalt not lie with mankind. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as they do with women.
Right.
It's an abomination to God. All right, because the Lord says, oh, I made woman for man and man for woman.
Right.
A man should not be laying down with another man. It should not be that. That's come from America.
Right.
America told us we're supposed to be feminine.
Right.
They beat us down to make us feel like we don't need no woman. You see what I'm saying?
And then it's
But-
all over the TVs, like they're pushing it into the
Correct.
kids and
Right. Cartoons and stuff like
Yes.
that. This is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes.
Do you know what God did to Sodom and Gomorrah the first time?
didn't he what did he do? My mom
He
talks
burned the
about
whole
yes,
He
that's
burned
what I
the
was
whole
gonna
place
say. That's
down.
what I was getting ready
Now,
to
how
say.
is the Lord coming back this time?
In human in our form, right?
All right, but what is he coming to do?
Take his people.
Check it out.
Am I right?
Somewhat.
Okay.
It's it's a book of Isaiah, chapter 66,
I'm gonna call you right back there.
What up, boy?
chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Fire.
This is a book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind,
A chariot is a UFO. All right, right?
to render his anger with fury, and rebuke with flames of fire.
The God is coming back with flames of fire. Now, to rebuke something to correct. Now, everything about America is out of order.
So okay, question. I know what the word I've heard the word rebuke, you know, what exactly is the real
To correct.
definition?
To correct something.
Watch this. She said,
I'm asking you this. It's some more commandments that the Lord requires. Do you eat pork?
Yes, and I know I'm not supposed to. My mom gets on me every day, so
Do you eat shrimp, crab, lobster?
I don't eat crab or lobster, but I do eat shrimp.
All right. Do you not know that's an abomination to God? What did I put that for?
this is Amos chapter 9. You see, they're probably interviewing all this right now.
Yeah, they are.
Watch this. This is in the Bible, though. This is how you know God. This is how you know we are God's chosen people. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 2. They hate him that rebuke it. You said rebuke it, right? What are we doing? We're showing them how to get out of this sin. But they hate that.
Right.
They hate him that rebuke it in the gate, right? Because we're in that community,
Right.
which we're part of this community as well because we are the same people.
Right.
They hate him that rebuke it in the gate, and they abhor him, which means hate. They abhor him that speaketh uprightly. So we speaking uprightly. We trying to show y'all that y'all, the Jews and the Israelites, the God's chosen people that's in the Bible. But they hate that. They don't want to hear it. They want to hear. I bet you if I was up there right now, I had a stripper pole and about 10,000 women.
Yes.
All of them be right here waving dollars. But see, we got the Bible right here, but they don't want to hear that. Listen, all right, go
All
on.
right. So you say you eat pork, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this out real quick. This is Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Yeah.
All right. It's now. I want you to know you're gonna be marked with this, right? Because we are
Deer.
living. Check this out.
You see that deer?
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. We are living in the last days.
Right.
And God said His people gonna wake up and come back to His laws. We're gonna start keeping them, and we're gonna repent.
1/3 of His people.
1/3, 2/3 is automatically gonna die here in America. All right. But this is a commandment that the Lord told us not to do. All right. It said this is Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine. Now what's the swine? Pig. Anything that's dealing with a pig. Because I don't know if you know, but you know we get plagues for eating a pig. That's why we get gout. That's why we have migraines. That's why we have
You
high
know what,
blood
my
pressure.
mom,
That's why we
yeah.
get. That's why we have to get amputated because a pig will eat anything you put in front of it.
Right.
A pig will eat his own kids. He will eat a. I'm gonna just finish it out. All right. It said this is Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine, though it divided the hoof, it chew it and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. Because the way the pig digestion system, it doesn't divide the good from the bad. It swallows it whole. Alright, so and you know a pig doesn't sweat. So everything that pig take in, when you eat that pork, that bacon, that sausage, that pepperoni, them chitlins, all that stuff, you taking in everything that pig took in, and every disease, every plague that pig had, you taking that in, alright? It don't sweat. Yeah, it don't sweat. We start over. It said in the swine, though it divide the hoof and he clove his footage, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. So you're not even supposed to touch a pig. The pig is a bottom feeder. It cleans up everything that the farm wanted to clean up. Alright, but what they do, they give it to us. Don't you know bacon and pork is the number one thing they push on us?
Yeah.
Why is that? To keep us asleep, to keep us in sin. Because that's a sin according to God to eat that thing. He said it's unclean.
My mom, she won't eat it at all.
I didn't know that, man. I know. I got you right here. Yes, sir. I read in the Bible too, man, that where it says that no matter what it is, if you bless it, if you say grace, then it's not bad. It's not bad for the body.
Alright, so if I have a dead kid in front of me, if I say my grace, can I eat the dead kid?
No, I'm serious.
I'm serious too.
In Revelation, in Revelation, in the last day, it's a daughter, and it's a mother and a daughter.
Why is that?
And they did eat the lady child.
True. Go ahead, put it out. You're right, because it's finna be a famine here in America. It's no coincidence that he cut off Social Security, food stamps. People finna be starving around here. And it's gonna get to a point that if you got children, you're gonna consider eating your own child to eat.
I agree.
That's why they were doing that. But that's a plague that the Most High gonna put on us.
I agree. You're right. But I was just saying that I can't remember exactly where it is, but it says that everything that's from the Lord is good.
Right.
So if you bless it and you say your blessings, then it's good for you. It won't harm your body.
See, he told us we're not to eat.
Okay. I mean, I got you. I could be wrong. You see what I'm saying? I'm here trying to learn.
This is the book of
Like
Ezekiel, chapter 4, 5, verse 8. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I, even I, am against you. Right now, here against us because we're not keeping his commandments. We out of order. I will execute judgment in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations. Just say right now, everyone right now, the Lord wants to see us get shot down. Now watch this. And I will do in thee that which I have not done. Right. We ain't never seen the Lord kill us to the full extent. Now watch this. And whereunto I will not do any more like, right, because the Lord about to put it on us. Because of all thine abominations, right. Therefore, the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers. And I will execute judgment in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter in the wind. Right, so it's going to come to a point where you're going to be so hungry, you ain't going to have nothing to eat but just to starve to death, because you ain't keep the commandments of God. Right. And he don't care, and he going to look down and laugh at you. Just because you didn't want to do what he say do. Right. Let's go. All right, now I'm going to read this. This is Amos 3:1, all right? It said, hear these words that the Lord has spoken against you. No, the white man. Against you. Chinese man. Against you. No, your daddy. Against you. Let's go. O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Now, the Lord only dealing with us. That's why. Did you know the white man can't sin?
Why?
Why is that?
Yeah.
What is sin according to the Bible?
What is sin? Not keeping the Lord's commandments.
Who was the commandment given to?
Moses.
Moses. Who did Moses give it to?
The people.
Children of Israel.
Okay.
I get that.
But let me ask you this though. When you say the white man, you know, we all come from Africa. black, white, or whatever the case may be. You know, where was Jesus born? In Jerusalem. You know where Jerusalem is located?
It is in Africa. It's a part of Africa. We just say, oh, we from the whole Africa. Africa got different continents.
I understand, I agree. But, you know, that was the first light, first civilization, correct?
Check this out. All right, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, and verse 26. But Jerusalem.
But who?
But Jerusalem.
But who?
But Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. All right, Jerusalem. All right.
Which is above is free.
Above. Now, if you above something, that means you're superior. Superior, right? Go ahead.
Which is the mother of us all.
The mother of us all. We all can. Us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We all come to Jerusalem. All right, but we fled into Egypt. Why? Give me that in Luke.
See
Roman,
I understand what you're saying, but my point is, like, when you're doing what you're doing, you only reading like a scripture, and then you know, unless you read like the whole chapter, you can't really get the feel of it. I mean, as far as me,
let me ask you this: how do you read the Bible?
I read the full intent.
Do you read it like a novel, like a story?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna show you how God said read the Bible. This is how you get understanding, because if you read the whole Bible, you'll read number stories. All right, but in those stories, it's prophecy that's gonna happen in the beginning, middle, and end. We're in the end times, all right. But this is how you read the Bible. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall he teach knowledge? This book is supposed to teach you knowledge about life. All right, go ahead.
And whom shall he make understand doctrine?
Who gonna understand this doctrine? All right, go ahead.
That them that are weaned from the milk.
Weaned from the milk. Now, who are weaned from the milk? Who need milk to survive when they first come? Babies, right? Now, we are babies from this doctrine, because for so long they have beat it in us that the Lord loves everybody, that we can do what we want to do, that we are under grace, right? But it's a certain way you're supposed to read to get an understanding of this book. Go ahead.
All right. For precept must be upon precept.
Now, what's a precept? It's a scripture. All right, go ahead. It's gonna explain.
For precept must be upon precept.
Precept must be upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Line up on line.
All right.
Here a little.
Here
there
the
a
Old
little.
Testament, and here on the New Testament. All right? Now, if you read it like this, you just gonna read a bunch of stories. But you have to go from. If I want to teach her about the laws, you have to go to the Old Testament to get the law of the law of hands. You see what I'm saying? If you want to understand about this, you have to jump back and forth to put it all together like a puzzle. All right, because now if you read, a white man can read this Bible and get some understanding, but the Bible is not for him. All right, he said whom he gonna teach knowledge. Right, they are weaned from the milk. The white man think he know everything. He think he real everything, but we don't pick up this Bible on a day-to-day basis. We don't got no true understanding of this Bible. That's why we're weaned from the milk. But you got to read it precept for precept to get some understanding. All right, what you got?
All right, well, I'm gonna take a whole new turn. I'm gonna get into prophecies. Give me 2nd Ezra 15:1, because
what y'all reading out of?
King James Bible.
I got another Bible at home that got the Old Testament as well as the New Testament, and
you got the Apocrypha in the book.
The who?
The Apocrypha.
This was took out by the Romans. The Catholic Church.
Okay.
Apocrypha meaning hidden books. Right.
Okay.
All right. What you want to do?
15:1.
But the Bible that I have, what it is, it breaks down the King James Version. So that's what I read. I have the King James.
Is it New Living Translation?
No, it's not. It's not an NIV.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in thy ears of my people.
My who?
My people.
Okay.
The words of prophecy.
Right. So I'm about to show y'all what's about to happen, take place here. Because I know y'all been looking at news lately. The government is shut down. Trump is about to declare martial law, right?
Yeah.
Listen to what's about to happen. Come on.
I'm going to read it again. Chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper.
Everything that he said was written in paper by the prophets, given through the Holy Spirit. Let's go.
For they are faithful and true.
They are what?
Faithful and true.
So from today, when this go down, y'all gonna remember all 4 of us are sitting right here reading this. Keep going.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee.
Right. Keep going.
Let not the what is that?
What is that? It's all right. Keep going.
Of them trouble thee that spake against thee.
Right, because don't ain't we talk down as a people? Don't we say, oh man, that nigga ain't gonna do nothing, right? Oh, she just a hoe, she ain't gonna do nothing. Keep going.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithful.
Right, because if I would say, do you think God is black, what would you tell me?
Yeah.
He is black right now. If I would go to somebody else and say, hey, do you think God is black? Oh no, he's white. That image right there in every church, so they gonna believe on that. They ain't gonna believe that God is look like just like that. Keep
When I had in my house, man.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Upon the what?
Upon the world.
Now if you look around, it's hurricanes going off.
That's right.
If y'all don't know, back in Egypt, locusts, those are taking some type of bug.
Yeah.
They was in they was over. Yeah, they was in Egypt. Now they just came back the other day. If y'all didn't know it now.
No, I didn't know
Yes,
they came
over
back.
you know the mosque is where they
Yeah.
do Muslim worship. It was just over there yesterday.
And
They
I bet
came,
it's a
storm
storm,
on-
yeah.
Yes, they were.
Like
That's
it,
how
yeah.
you know the end times are here. Let's go.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth.
Come on.
The sword.
The what?
The sword.
Why you think we getting killed so much now? It's getting ramped up even more. 5, 10 people a day. It's gonna be 100 people a day in a minute. Keep going.
Famine.
What?
Famine.
What's happening right now with the government getting shut down, right? Now famine is like a food. Now this store right here, that store, 4th Avenue, ransacked. No more food, no more water. It's coming. Keep going.
Death and destruction.
Now, if you don't have food, what's gonna happen? You're gonna die, right? So I advise y'all to get prepared right now. Don't waste no time. I don't care whatever you have, get it. Let's go.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right, because God is tired of everybody doing whatever they want to do. But see, they don't care, but He cares. And that show you enough that He is God and that He cares for you. That He got us 2 brothers out here trying to show you all the way. Keep going.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, because our people don't keep the commandments of God. Keep going.
Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more,
Right. So the Lord ain't holding His tongue no more. Keep going.
as touching their wickedness, which they profanely committed, neither will I suffer them in those things.
Jump down to 15.
For the sword and their destruction draw it now.
Draw what?
Draw it now.
Keep going.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Right now, it's gonna be a race wars in all these streets. You think people get in the car? No, they're gonna be walking. No more cars. It's gonna be race wars. People shooting each other left and right, like you ain't never
Like the
seen it
Purge.
before.
You seen
Just
that?
like the purge. It's coming here now. The time is now. Keep going.
I'm gonna start over. 15. For the sword and their destruction draw it now. And one people shall stand up to fight against another. And the sword in their hand.
Right. What's a sword on today? You ain't got no long draw sword, so you got a gun. Keep going.
For there shall be sedition among men.
Right, which is happening now because the government don't know what to do no more. So if you take away all these people, food stamps, how you gonna eat? Then what's the first thing on our people? Like, oh, I'm gonna go rob. I ain't got no money. What I'm gonna do? Keep going.
And abase one another.
Right. So y'all see what's happening right now? It's happening now. Because it's gonna come to a point where everything's gonna shut down because money been issued out. So all these people, they're gonna grab their guns, they're gonna be running in people's houses, shooting them in the street. Y'all about to see it. Keep on.
And they shall not regard their kings,
Right.
nor princes, and nor their cause their actions shall stand
Right,
in
so-
their power.
Right, so the police ain't gonna be able to help y'all in a minute. Nobody in a minute. They gonna be scared because there's more of us than them. Keep going.
A man shall desire to go into a city,
Birmingham City, keep going.
and shall not be able.
Read that one more time.
A man shall desire to go into a city,
Keep going.
and shall not be able.
Right, because it's at this point, all hell done broke loose. Y'all, martial law done broke loose at this point. You gonna wish you can go outside your house. You gonna wish you can, man, I wish I can go see my cousin. Man, I wish I can go to the city and go ice skate, go to Railroad Park, go to a football game. It's time out
My
for
mama
that.
left. She
Keep
went to
going.
Africa. She left.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Keep going.
The houses shall be destroyed.
Right, because if you don't know it now, like I said earlier, everybody's about to start breaking in people's houses because they don't have nothing in their pockets. But see, if you're keeping the commandments of God, then nothing will happen to you. You mean I was 15 and
What was that you was just reading? And where is that?
This was after
That is not in the Bible.
They took it out. I'm trying to tell you, they took it out.
They ordained it saying it's unholy.
Second Ezra 6 and 54. This is why.
Who took it out?
So-called white man, and this is why I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, so is it a Bible with this in there?
Yes.
Correct. The original 16.
Yes, but guess how much it costs though?
Where?
Guess how much it costs? Almost over $500 because it has this in it.
Correct.
So the white man took it out, so you can believe that it was not in there.
So
see,
if we
That's
come
what
with a
we
different
was
book,
talking about the other night about the Bible being
taken out,
Manipulated.
yes.
Yeah.
They want us to keep it sweet. So if I come up with this, you're like, oh no.
But I got it. But you know, if you read that, if you read the Bible,
y'all to teach me some more stuff.
but if you read the Bible, you will get this because the Bible is basically parables. So it tells you this same thing that you're saying in different stories from different people.
That's why you gotta read
like
precept upon precept.
read James. I was studying James the other night. Go to James chapter 4 and read chapter 4 what chapter 4 says. No, chapter 4. Yes, sir.
from whence come wars and fighting among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members? Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask in the midst, that ye may consume it by your lust. Right? Everybody get everything off lust.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that brother got a nice wife. I'm gonna go take it.
And then they misuse it. Like if I was to get a check tomorrow, I start thinking like the white man. How can I enslave? I would try to enslave you. You see what I'm saying? Not help you obtain the same wealth, you know. But man, James is deep. I love that dude. It ain't but 4 chapters, but he's straight to the point. He tell you the truth, and he don't take no corner.
This your YouTube page?
You remember we had read in Amos that God chose us, and He only gonna punish us, right? I'm gonna read you something about the other nations, all right? Now this is why they took it out. This is second Esdras. This is 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, because we all come from Adam, right? Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Who God chose? God chose the nation of Israel. I can read that in Deuteronomy 14. I mean 7. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are on the face of the earth. Now, like I said, we're supposed to be on top, all right? But we fell from our royal state because we broke God's commandments, all right? I'm going to keep going. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest the Lord of all thy creatures.
So all these videos I can
Of
look
him
at.
come we all. And the
Yeah.
people also whom thou hast chosen. And we just realized Israel is God's chosen people, right? All right? All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Because the Lord made Israel. The only reason why this, hold on, I'm gonna finish this out. The only reason why this earth is standing is because God made us. He made us in His image because He wanted us to be an example for the other nations. But we couldn't hold up our end of the bargain and we failed. All right, check this out. As for the other people, now the other nation, He chose Israel and He said the other people, right? Which also come of Adam, because they come from Adam as well. Thou hast said that they are nothing. God said they nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But be like unto spittle. What is spittle? What fly out of your mouth? Spit. I'm gonna read that again. As for the other people, the other nations, besides the nation of Israel, all right, which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them, meaning he got all the other nations, right? He liked them all together, right? Abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Now, if you got a cup of water or something like that and a little, fall out, do you care about that little? That's how God feels about the other nations. They nothing. They like spit to him. All right? Now, God chose us to walk this earth as gods. All right? But we fell from our lower state because we don't want to keep his commandments. All right? Now, do you shave your beard?
Yes, sir.
You do? Show this real good.
I
Now,
know you don't supposed to cut your hair.
you don't supposed to. Why is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to just read it for you so you can know
I
it.
was going to, I got to sit down for it, and that's why I was trying to
I got you. I'm going to read this one more law for you, all right? This is Leviticus chapter 21 and 5. They shall not make baldness upon thy head. You're not supposed to shave your hair off, all right? Neither shall thou shave off the corner of thy beard. You should shave the corners of our beard. Because how can you, God tells us the tribe of Judah, they're like lions. All right? How can you tell the difference from a female lion and a male lion? By his mane, right? By his mane. All right, what does the so-called white man say? If you look good, if you do this way, shave off, clean cut, clean shave, right? Like again, the so-called white man is the devil. He deceives us. All right, but God said, hey, you should shave off the corners of your beard. All right, I'm gonna read it again.
Why God say that, big bro? No mean to cut you off. Why God?
Because it's a manly dignity. The so-called white man said shave off your beard and look like a boy. But if you got a beard on, you look like a man. You look like a male lion. That's how God.
So what if you don't want no? What if you don't like the face?
It doesn't matter. God said walk in his way. God had a beard. He said he made you in his image. You a God on this earth. But we fail at a lower state. We are. But we gotta come back and keep the commandments of God, and we gotta repent. Because destruction is gonna come to America. It's gonna be hell here. People gonna be robbing, killing, murder. And you ain't gonna be able to walk into this store in a minute, brother. You ain't gonna be able to come up here and come dance and get what you want at a free will. It's gonna be martial law. They gonna tell you when you can go to work. They gonna tell you when you can get power. They gonna tell you when you can go to war. That's in the Bible. That's all you know. It's not, brother.
Community service.
They got FEMA camps set up for our people.
And then they gonna use like the next to go down the street there. They'll use that when not and
Right,
civic center.
right.
Then they gonna
To house
issue out.
people in.
They gonna issue out these little debit cards.
Correct.
The
mark of the
one
beast.
to 3 meals a day. Yes, sir.
That's
I'm
how
on
it's gonna
it.
be.
I'm on it.
But we gotta come back and repent,
That's
brother.
right. Hey,
We gotta
it was
keep
nice
God's
talking to y'all,
commandments.
man.
We gotta keep the
If I
Sabbath
see
day.
y'all
Listen.
again, man, I'll holler at you,
Listen,
man.
we gotta keep the Sabbath day.
Yes, sir.
All right, we gotta keep it holy. There's no buying, no selling, no cooking, no
Yes, sir.
cleaning.
Yes,
All right, we gotta keep our beard. We can't eat pork. We can't eat shrimp, no crab, no lobster. They unclean to us. All right, we can't be whoring out our women. If you sleeping with a woman right now, you gotta marry her. All right, God said it should be no whores and his people. All right, I'm just letting you know now.
Now you're gonna have to really show me that in the Bible.
Show you what?
If you sleep with
Check this out. Check this out now. If you sleeping with a woman right now,
you got me. I got to go.
now you got to hear this though, because God said no first. Go ahead, get that. I'll give him one more.
Oh, Lord, y'all got me on that. Wow. This was y'all purpose for being here, for me to pull up and hear this right here.
You gotta hear this, brother. Too long we've been at a low state. Too long we've been whoring out. The white people, they love to see us with baby mamas and baby daddies. They love to see our women. They want to be our women, but they got our women out here whoring. That's why they want any little thing like that. It's a lustful spirit that they got on them, and what we do. Damn, she got a nice. Damn, that's what they want us to do.
But okay, go ahead.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
This is a book of Deuteronomy,
Okay.
chapter 22, verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die. But the man that lie with the woman, so shalt thou put away the evil from Israel. Right. So the Lord telling you, don't lie with the woman if she married, and don't whore a woman if she not married, unless you ready to marry her.
So don't sleep with her unless you're ready to marry her.
Correct.
Okay, now let me ask you this. I know you gotta repent, but man, excuse me. But
Look, we coming out of
this my situation. I didn't sleep with a woman, got a baby mama, didn't marry. You feel me?
I have as well, but I repent.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 baby mamas, man. But I take care of my kids. I make sure I'm not with them, but I make sure I'm in my boys' life. Because if I'm not, then they mama gonna raise them. And they gonna be a faggot. They gonna be out here holding around. They not gonna get structured.
That's right.
God said the order is the Most High, Christ, man, woman, and children.
Okay.
We gotta be that example, because if we don't, they gonna be just like another nigga out here.
That's right.
And you don't want that for your kids.
That's right.
Check this out, all right? This is Revelation chapter 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly. God said he gonna come quick. All right? It's gonna be like a thief in the night, all right? And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his works shall be. Now, right now, we're under grace. We got to keep his commandments, and his reward is going to be, only you going to be determined for your reward, because you have been marked now with the laws, right? He said, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end, the first and last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter and through the gates into the city. Now he talking about the gates of heaven. All right, he said, blessed are them that do his commandments. They may have right to the tree of life. All right, from without. Now outside of the kingdom, check this out, are dogs. I'm gonna read that again. From without are dogs and scorchers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and make it a lie. Now God let you know, everybody outside of the kingdom of heaven, they committed adultery, they committed whoremonger, they committed idolatry. Because did you know we're not supposed to celebrate our birthday, our Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, all those pagan holidays? We're not supposed to celebrate those things because they was given to by our oppressors. All right, I'm gonna read this in Proverbs real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, man. See, we gotta wake up. We've been
I got
sleeping.
you, man. I gotta get off my legs.
I
Oh,
got
all
you,
right,
man. I
man. If you gotta
apologize.
go, man. Hey, man. All praise.
All praise, brother.
I'll let you know,
All right,
man.
take this fire, man.
Y'all
Take this
keep
fire.
doing what y'all doing.
Good time, man.
I am, man. I try to do it every night, brother. I promise you. That's why I said, man, James 4. I love James, man. I love that the whole 4 chapters there.
Take that.
Okay, man.
There's some good stuff in there, man. You gotta repent, man. Keep the commandments.
All right. All right. Give me that back in Ezekiel. Matter of fact, give me Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel chapter 37. Man. Just start there. Hey, you good? You good? I'm trying to figure out.
I gotta get her. You probably sit up on Gatorade.
All right, let me see. It's in here. All right. All right.
Ezekiel 37, we're finna get into it, man. All right, yeah, let's get Ezekiel chapter 37. Just keep going. 37, yeah, just one. Yeah.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
Set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
Full of what?
Bones.
Full of what?
Bones.
Let's go.
And caused me to pass by them around about.
Stop.
Right.
Cause I'm looking around and everybody look dry.